good leadership is all about working together in ways that are good for each other. So in that context, isn't it amazing what we've created together? The fire marshal is telling us we can't sell any more tickets for this room. It's really exciting to think that this started with a simple invitation through some people who were in my contacts 4 years ago. Well, I sent an email invitation saying, does it make sense for us to get together and talk about this concept of good leadership? Would you like to discuss the intersection of your personal and professional lives? And 73 people showed up. And at that point, I never intended to repeat the good leadership breakfast. But here we are. There's some people here in the room that were a really big piece of the encouragement, people that help us keep this moving, and it's great to see you here this morning. Those of you who were here last month may remember that my closing remarks were in the form of a prayer request. I was getting ready to do my first skydive. Anybody remember that? I landed softly. It was a blast. I did a skydive with my good friend Kevin Burkhardt, and I thought I was getting ready to jump out of an airplane. But what I recognized as we were up there in that plane and the door flew open and the guy in front of me went out of the airplane is that one does not jump out of an airplane. One drops out of an airplane. And several of you that I've talked to about this have said, geez, weren't you scared? Was there any moment you were actually scared? The answer is no. I never got scared. But I can tell you, and Kevin is my witness, that when I saw those two drop out of that airplane like that, it did kind of capture my attention. They got small really fast. And Kevin saw me kind of panic. And he hit me on the shoulder and said, hey man, you're working on your bucket list. And as we were sitting on the edge of the plane with our feet dangling at 13,000 feet, all I could think of was, I really have put my life in the hands of other people. So that's another one of these moments where I really recognize that fear has a lot to do with feeling alone. I didn't feel alone. I had put the trust and the expertise of these guys around me, and as my family was down there on the ground waiting for me to come back, I just had this overwhelming sense of excitement and calm. And so I think that's one of the reasons why we come here. Our goal has been to create an environment where people, good people, want to get together and help each other, and look what we've created. I just want to reiterate the mantra that we gather around, which is that when good leaders get together with good intentions, great things are possible. And I think the interchange here up on stage with Kevin and Greta's offer to match the bucket of goodwill, who would have thought? It's all because we believe that when good leaders work together with good intentions, that's when great things are possible. So the last thought of the day is this. Can you imagine if every one of us in this room gathered up all the riches in our day today and channeled it to the same sort of goodness that we heard about today? Wouldn't that be great? Let's seize the day.